Hi. Hello everyone. Hi. So we did this before after we beat Sacred Stones, and I was gonna do this for Path of Radiance when I originally beat that. I was like, oh, I kind of want to do that, but I ended up not doing it, and instead just moving immediately on to Radiant Dawn. So today I'm gonna be doing Path of Radiance. Little tier list. I'm gonna be going off of what I know from Path of Radiance. There's also Radiant Dawn, but I'm going to do that separately as its own thing. So yeah. So this is gonna be going off of what I remember from Path of Radiance specifically. I'm gonna try to avoid going off of the Radiant Dawn knowledge that I have. So yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get into this. So we're only gonna be doing the playable characters. So let's start. Okay, so I guess Astrid's the starting point. So Astrid, I did not get to use Astrid very much. It was unfortunate. Even though I really like her design, I think that she seems like a neat character. Her being an archer cav was cool. How she died was really unfortunate. I was very bummed out, but it's okay. But I think she's neat. So I think immediately I'm just gonna put her in B, just cause I can't put her in A because I didn't really use her that much. So I don't know. Bastion. Bastion was pretty cool. It was pretty fun to have. He was very helpful when he was in combat. I like him a lot. The way he talks is kind of funny. And you know, his character's generally just pretty fun. I'll put him in B with Astrid. Not my favorite, but definitely a fun one. Next is Boyd. Oh boy. Boyd. I'm gonna put. Okay. I didn't really get to use Boyd. I think from the second I got him, I kind of knew. Okay. Yeah. Well, not from the second I got him, but a little bit after I got him, a few chapters after I got him, I was like, okay, he's not very good. His character, it's all right. I mean, it's nothing like super amazing. Nothing I super prefer. As a unit, he was pretty okay. Didn't do as much damage. Didn't hit as much as I would like, which I would have liked. His health was decent, I think, but beyond that, he didn't have much going for him. And I predicted that he would fall off pretty quickly, and he died. So yeah, that was unfortunate. But I think I would put him in C, just because I didn't really use him. I didn't in particular have a super fun time trying to train him up. Not that I didn't have a fun time. Just I don't know. He's unfortunately he just didn't get much from me. Braum, I like Braum a lot. Braum's neat. From Path of Radiance though, he wasn't super amazing. I definitely still like him though. I like his character. I like how he's, you know, pretty humble and he's just kind of a nice southern guy. I'm gonna put him up. I'll put him in A, I think. I generally just like him. Well. I'll put him in A for now, and then we'll see. Well, no. I'll put him in B for now, and then we'll see later. Up next, Khalil. Khalil was a really good mage. Just overall, I really enjoyed her addition. Her using knives was interesting, but that didn't really go too far. She was pretty good. I think her character is neat, but I don't really have too much to say about her. So, thing is, I don't dislike her. I just I don't know. She's kind of a whatever character for me. I'll put her in like high C. I think. I think that's where I'm gonna put her. Maybe once again, I might revise this later. Like you know, towards the end of the video, I'll be revising this and you know figuring stuff out. Okay. Next is Donved. Devdon? Is that his name? Donved, Devdon, whichever one he is. I thought he was kind of funny. He had like a gardening shtick. He had surprisingly wholesome interactions. I don't have too much to say about him though. I think he's definitely got an interesting design, but I don't have much to say about him in that game. Yeah, I'll put him in B. Low B though. Next would be Alencia. I really like Alencia as a character in general. I like how she was essentially going through the plot. You know, she started as like a little like princess, like you know, okay, I don't want to get in your way or anything, or blah. And then eventually she's like, okay, I'm helping you guys. Come on. It's definitely still not like fully taking the reins, but she got up there. She got up there, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I don't want to jump this hard. I don't want to immediately jump to S, but oh, I'm really feeling S with her. I'm gonna put Alencia in S. I really like her. She wasn't the strongest by any means, but I really like Alencia. Ina. I like Ina. I like Ina's design. I think Ina's character is neat. I think her, like, part of her reasoning for, like, you know, being near Ashnard and all that whole time, it's like, oh, you think, oh, she's like in love with Ashnard, but it's like, is she? And it's like, no, that in fact is not necessarily the case. I like her design a lot. And she is a dragon. She's like the dragon Lagoose that you get, essentially. I don't know if I would put her above Braum, but I definitely put her around Braum territory. It's pretty cool. Alright. Gautier. Gautier is neat. I like his... Sorry, my brain blanked out. I like his, well, I like parts of his personality. As a unit, he was just really good when I had him. I didn't get to keep him, though, but he was good when I had him. I'll put him, like, above Astrid. Not for personality, but, you know, just for, like, what he did. Let's see. Oh, boy. Leith. Leith was really good. Leith helped carry the entire game. Well, you know, not the entire, but ever since I got her, she was so good. I had so much fun using her. I have, like, very few complaints. She was an amazing dodge tank. She could take hits like crazy, and she did so much damage. Oh yeah, she's immediately going into A, at the very least. I have to put her in A at the very least. I paired her up with Ike as well. I have no regrets about that. I don't quite remember what the bonuses they get for that was, but I like it. I thought I liked her a lot. I like her a lot. I really like her. Her design's great. Her character's neat. And I like how she warms up to Ike and the other Bjork. I like how she eventually manages to, you know, get in and, like, be nice and courteous. All that. Not courteous, but be nice and, like, have good camaraderie. There we go. Well, to an extent. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Up next is the boy. The boy. This boy right here. This blue-haired boy. Joffrey was pretty neat. His character's nice. He's very attached to Alencia. I think that's cool. I believe, if I recall correctly, he was like a unit. I could be wrong, though. But I think it was neat. think he was neat. Once again, not too much to say about him. He's pretty good though when I used him. So yeah. I do think his relationship with Lindsay is pretty cool. I do like how, you know, it's not like, oh, like the main thing, but it's like definitely noted on of like that's not all his character is, but whenever he's, you know, in a scene with Alencia, it's like Alencia, blah blah blah, you know, he very much so cares. And I like that. I think it's cool. Sorry, I think it's cool. I think it's a neat dynamic. I'd put him in B. I'm gonna put him probably. I got to use him more than Gatre, so I can definitely probably put him. Wow. Okay. So I could probably put him above Gatre. I think I want to move Braum up to A. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I didn't use this boy. Right, so let me go ahead and say this. Anyone who I didn't use or didn't obtain as an ally, they're not going on this list. They didn't get used or were not obtained. So this boy not getting put up here. I don't believe I got to control him. I don't believe I got to control Grail, so I'm gonna put him on the side. I don't believe I got Har. Ike. Okay, Ike. Ike, really good. I like his character. He's not like your stereotypical lord. He's very cool. As a person, he, you know, definitely starts off as like, oh, he's the baby, right? He's like, hey, come on, like, you know, I want to prove myself, blah blah blah. But you know, as time goes on, the story progresses, he gets a little more mature, and he manages to form a nice bond with Alencia and the others, and he proves to be a good leader, comparable to even Grail. And although some units didn't fully agree with it at first, you know, eventually most came around. Yeah. Ike's probably one of my favorite lords, just because of how different he is. And I like his design too. The blue and red and all that gold, really nice. And I like his little headband. I'll put him in A. I'm willing to do that. Okay. Next is Ilyana. Oh boy. Ilyana. I really liked Ilyana. She was great. She went through, I believe she survived the entire game. She could do damage. She had shade, which was lovely because it meant she could just like avoid like getting hit, and like overall came in really handy. And I think her character is fun. I really like the colors that she has going on. She has like the purplish, bluish, and then her outfit itself is pretty cool. As a mage, she's very neat. I like her introduction. I thought it was really interesting. How she just came in, and because it's like, you know, she's just like kind of lost. You know, she's like a part of a little merchant, part of the merchant group, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, in general, I just like her. I don't know, I'm biased. I definitely like her a lot though. Probably enough to put her above Braum. Next is Yennefer. Yennefer, I don't have too much to say about Yennefer. He was alright. I used him a bit. He was pretty good. To be fair, most of the Goos were pretty good in this game, but he was good. I think his personality is pretty fun. You know, he is close to Tibbern and all of that. He was neat. I don't really have too much to say, once again. I kind of like his hair. I like what he has. I don't know if that's a little hat or if that's like a bun or what's going on there, but it's neat. I think he can go into B. I'm willing to put him like above Gatre, I believe. I think. Alright. Yeah, we skipped over Har because we didn't get Har. Jill was... I didn't really use Jill. I don't doubt that she could have been good, but I just didn't really use her much. I didn't really use flyers too often in this one. But I like her in general. I think her conflict with her father was very interesting. Gosh, it was really sad. But like her, well, no, we're ignoring that for now. Her conflict with, you know, it's like, oh, okay, well, I belong to this opposing nation, but I'm joining with you guys just for now. And then eventually she sort of figures out, like, well, maybe I am fighting on the right side now with these people instead of my home and all that. And she has an interesting sort of character arc about that. I think I want to put her. I think I want to put her in A. Oh, it's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know. Part of me really wants to put her in A. I'll put her in B for now. We'll see. We'll see later. But in general, yeah, she's pretty cool. Let's see. Kieran was okay. He was pretty good for a little bit, but he didn't really like do anything super amazing. He didn't like wow me necessarily, but he was pretty cool. Personality wise, you know, it was kind of fun seeing like just how he was, I guess. He came with Gamble, which was pretty interesting, but in general, he wasn't the best. He was alright though. Second half of the Christmas Cavaliers, but you know, the first half wasn't there. I don't feel very strongly about him. I'm willing to put him in C. Oh boy, Largo. Oh buddy, Largo didn't last long, but I thought he was neat. I don't remember too much about his personality, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, you know, he's a dude. I don't know. I don't have too much to say. I thought it was cool how he was. I believe he was the only berserker that I had, which was very cool. I wish I got to use him more because he was pretty good from what I recall. But it is what it is, and he didn't survive very long. I can't put him too high. I don't have that much to say about him, but I can put him. I'll put him next to Devdon, to Donved, whichever one it is. Next is Lucia. So from what I recall, Lucia was pretty neat. Lucia stands with Joffrey in that sort of like interesting dynamic with Alencia. I definitely like her a lot. I like her design. It's very nice. She's a sword master, so you know, bonus points there. I like my sword masters. I think I'd put her probably above Joffrey, but I don't know about above Vina. I don't know. I think I'd put her above Joffrey. Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, next is Makalov. I didn't get. Mia goes to. I put her in S. I don't know if I put her in S. Top of A. I think I'll put her top of A. Mia has a very specific place in my heart. She wasn't the best in Path of Radiance, but I really liked her because of past bias with like Faye and stuff. Yeah, purple hair, immediate plus, but I think her character is pretty neat. You know, she's like, oh, I want my arch rival or whatever. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's all there is really to say about like in general. A lot of it just comes from bias. And I really like her design. I mean, okay, with her like little quirks that she has, she also likes fortune telling, I believe, stuff like that, which is pretty nice. I'm willing to put her into S for now. No, I'm not actually. Oh, I'll put her at top of A. We'll see. Mist. Oh, I really like Mist. I wish I got to use her more, or rather more effectively. I'd put Mist at. Do I want to put her top of A? I don't know if I'd put her top of. I don't know if I'd put her top of A. She's definitely up there though. Maybe above Leith. She wasn't like the strongest, but she was a real good healer. I worked real hard to make her good. I even gave her resolve. Yeah, I thought she was really cool. I like her relationship with Ike. It's fun seeing like sibling poking and prodding and stuff. That's not really something you like. The way that she talked as well, like you don't really see that as often, like nowadays, and I think that was really neat. She was also not afraid to speak her piece about Boyd and about other people who she kind of didn't prefer, so I think that was neat. Yeah. Alright, next is Mordecai, goes up into A. I don't know if I could put him super high, but I did like him. I'll put him above Braum, below Braum. Above Braum. Put him above Braum. Mordecai was really cool. He's, you know, he's got the sort of character trope of like, oh, gentle giant, and I think that's really neat. I liked how he interacted with the Bjork. He didn't see them, you know, super negatively. He's just like, okay, we're working together, you know, like, and he was trying to figure out like, okay, we are comrades. Let's fight. Let's do that. And he's trying to figure out, you know, like some things about their culture and all that with like certain interactions with people. I liked how he interacted with Mist. I really like their supports. I wish that I wish that you could see like all the supports with like all the characters, but yeah, it's okay. In general, yeah, pretty neat. Like Mordecai, he's also very strong. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Marim was great when I got him, but I don't want to say he fell off. He definitely, he was definitely good, like, all throughout, like, ever since I got him. But he did start to sort of not be as good towards the end, but he was still really good. So you know, I think as a unit, he was good. In terms of personality, character, I think it was fun. I think it was neat. Well, fun maybe isn't the word. I think it's nice. His relationship with Tormod is cool. He, you know, having to have dealt with like Lagoo's slavery stuff and all that, been through a lot, but he looks at Tormod and he's like, oh, the little one, little Tormod, and he values him, and I appreciate that. It's nice. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say. I'm okay with putting him right there though. Next is Nefene. Nefene, I have a bias towards Nefene as well. So I really like Nefene's design. I like the colors, blue and green, gold, all that. Very nice. Personality, she's a farm girl. She's not like a farm girl, but you know, she's one of those like, she's one of them villager types. It's basically a farm girl. I like her a lot. I think she's neat. I like her not being like, you know, a super nobility. Like I think when I first saw her in like, you know, outside of Path of Radiance, I was like, yeah, I didn't really know what to think of her, but finding out that, oh, she's this like humble, like not noble, humble, like not farmhand, gosh, I keep on sticking that even though that's not right. Noble villager who is like, you know, very much so just like a person, just living their life. Yeah. Okay. Renulf was pretty good, though I think I used Leith over him generally. He was decent though. As for character, I don't have super strong opinions. I'd probably put him in, I could see putting him in A. Maybe above Ike. I don't know about above Braum, but maybe above Ike. He was pretty neat. Another cat Lagoos, that was pretty cool to see. You know, I like my cat Lagoos and all that. So yeah. Yeah. And there's not really too much to say there, huh? Alright. Alright. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, it's all coming back to me. I remember how he was like, oh gosh, I remember how he was all you know, trying to to some extent maintain a decent relationship with Ike and the Grail Mercs, the Grail Mercenaries. Goodness, yeah, he was neat. He was neat. But yeah, same placement though. Racing was interesting. I don't know. Racing was a dancer. He's Heron. His personality, he was very much so like against Ike and company, because it's like, oh, like, you know, his forest, his home was burned down by Yorks and well, I believe by Banyan specifically, but you know, they were harmed and all that, and so I can understand him not exactly being happy. That I think I'd put him before Jill. I don't feel super strong about his character, but his personality. He was neat. I don't dislike him. For sure I don't dislike him. But I don't really have super strong feelings, so. Yep, he goes there. Roll Racing. Reese, I hate to do this. I didn't have super strong feelings about Reese. I think once I had Mist, I didn't really focus too much on Reese because I was too focused on Mist. I believe Reese's character is neat. He's a healer and all that, so that was nice, but I just didn't really use him. I don't know. I didn't really care to. So I think I might just put him in... I think I might just put him in B, in low B. I was considering C for a moment there, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. Well, we'll see later. Rolf, I don't think I used Rolf, like, at all. Ah, he's weak, boy. Personality's alright. Him and Mist got along. I think I would have liked to look into his and Mist supports, but I went with Mordecai instead. So, you know, that's alright. Yeah, he's not going very high. It's kind of just where he's going. Don't really have too much to say about him. He's a dude. Sonic was not playable in this. That's all. That dude. Shinon was real nice when I got him. Real good. Personality, he's racist. No, he's okay. I don't super care for his personality. He's very, well, with how he was in Path of Radiance, it seemed like he was very like big shot, like, oh, you know, I'm that guy. But he was a cool unit. He was a good unit. I didn't really get to use him for too long because after the split where him and Gauthier left, I didn't get to recruit him. I didn't get to recruit him or Gauthier, notably, but he, once again, not super strong feelings, but I'm willing to put him like maybe above Reese. You know what? No, I'll put him below Reese. He can be with Rolf. Next, Sigrun. I don't believe Sigrun was playable. Soren though. Gosh, I tried to use Soren. I really did. As a character, I think it's cool how he's the strategist and like not Ike necessarily. I think as a character, his personality, you know, it's not super intense. But you know, he's definitely got these sort of smart guy, like kind of standoffish from everyone else sort of thing about him. But I don't think that's a bad thing for him. I think it kind of works with him. Yeah. I mean, I like his design a lot. Oh my gosh, I really adore his design. I know it's just like a lot of black and stuff, but I think it looks really nice on him. The colors all work real well together. It's so good. I think I'm willing to put him pretty high considerably. I think I'll put him just below Jill. Wow. Actually, hold on. Am I willing to put him high? I don't know. I think I'll... You know what? For now, I think I'm willing to put him high B. I'm not against it. I don't think I'd put him in, like, A. But I could see him being in, like, maybe top of B. I think he's neat. Okay, yeah. Alright. So, you did not get used. I don't super care for your design in this, in Path of Radiance. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I didn't really need Soth. No? Like, I didn't need him. Like, I had Volk, but I didn't really need him. So he just kind of sat there on the sideline. So, yeah, he's going with Rolf. Do I want to put him? Put him below Rolf. I don't know if he quite belongs in C, but he's definitely not going very far. I don't have much to say about him in that one. I don't think I got Stefan. Tanith was amazing. Tanith was amazing. Personality-wise, I gotta be 100% with you. I don't fully remember, but I think she was, you know, very like commander-like, right? She was neat. I don't really have too much to say though, but she was incredibly good when she was used in actual fights. So, well, it's less that she and herself was like super good, and more that her ability to call in reinforcements was insane. And came in super handy, very useful. I'm willing to put her up a bit, but not super high. I'll put her, I think I'll put her like below Ike, but I'll put her in A tier for sure, yeah. I enjoyed using her. Porneo I didn't get to use. I believe I used Tibern on the final map. So he gets a technicality. I like Tibern. His personality is pretty cool. Ooh, oh, how high am I willing to put him? I'll put him below. I'll put him above Braum. Tibern was neat. I only got to use him for. Hold on, I realize now it's. There we go. I didn't really get to use him for very long. I got to use him for like a chapter. Not really much beyond that, but he was good though. He was real powerful. He didn't provide too much help in the fight, mind you, but well, in terms of like the final boss, but he did help clear out enemies. He helped protect and all that. He was good. He was good for what he was. I appreciated him. As a character, pretty cool, pretty neat. His dynamic with like the other, so like with Nasala and all that, and dealing with all that, it was interesting. But don't have too much to say about him. I think he looks really cool. I like how he's a pirate. He's a pirate. That's cool. Titania is really neat. Titania was really neat in Path of Radiance. She was really good. Oh my gosh. She popped off hard. She was really useful. And she died really unfortunately. I think, like, I know this might be you know, an interesting place to put her. I think I might want to put her, like, between Mordecai and Marim. Like, I'm kind of okay with that. I like her design. Gosh, I really like her design. Her personality is nice. She, you know, the sort of knight who has to, like, you know, for lack of a better term, raise the son of the person that she really admired, which, you know, it's neat. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put her right there. Sure. But yeah, I like her. She was real strong too. She died an unfortunate death, but she was real good. I like her relationship with Ike and her like feelings about Grail and all that. It was really interesting to see. Yeah, a rare Jagan W. I didn't really use Tormod. He's just kind of there, and I didn't really have much to think about like his personality. Gosh, Gosh, do I want to just put him at bottom of C? It's tempting. I think I can, maybe I'll put him at top of C. His personality, I think what he was fighting for and all that was interesting. I just didn't use him, and I didn't really, I don't know, I don't really have too much to say about him. Like, it really comes down to that. I don't have too much to say about him in that one. There are a lot of child characters now that I'm looking at this roster. Yeah, so he was just there. He was just there. Kind of the Ewan of this game, where it's like, it's not that I dislike him, it's just that I didn't really use him much and didn't really experience much with him. I'll put him like after Khalil. Okay, next is Ulki. Ulki died protecting Rayson. And you know what? Ulki did a real good job doing stuff in general. I don't really have super strong feelings about him though, but I'm willing to put him like next to Yenna. Put him next to Yenna. Personality wise, it's nothing super extreme or amazing, but you know, he's neat, he's neat. He's a good unit though. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about him. Volk was a decent unit. He was a thief, so he had that going for him. But I don't know. I think his, oh gosh, what his whole dynamic with Grail and all of them was really interesting. I'm having been hired by Grail to some extent to tell Ike certain things, or rather to sort of be around, I guess. That was interesting. I think I'm willing to put him next to Soren. I think is neat, but I just don't super have strong feelings. I don't know. Next, Marcia. I really like Marcia. I really liked Marcia. I just didn't use her. I think I tried, but I didn't really use her much. I'm willing to put her in A though. Like design alone, personality, yeah, that's getting her up to A. She was also a flyer, which I like flyers. I like Pegasus Knights especially. They're pretty cool, pretty neat. So I'm willing to put her up. I think I'll put her before Tanith, but she was still nice. I liked her a lot. I like how she talks. Okay, yeah, I believe we only have 2 left. So next up is Oscar. Oscar, I didn't get to use him much, but I really wanted to. I think I liked him a fair bit. I really wish I could have used him more. I didn't get to learn as much about him as I would have liked, and it really sucks. But you know, I think from what I did know, he's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm just gonna put him with Reese. I'm gonna put him before Reese. I think he was good. I think it was good. Zhark. I don't remember very much about Zhark from Path of Radiance. He was a dude, I guess. I don't know. I know that he was like 4 Lagoos, and I was really scared because I thought he was gonna murder Leith. But yeah, he was alright. Not very strong feelings towards him. Like maybe I'll put him for Soth, but I don't really have too much to say about him. Yeah, he's a guy. He's 4 Lagoos, which is pretty cool. But yeah, about all I have to say about him. He was neat though. And I think looking at the rest of these units, I think that was all that I gotta use. Yep, okay. Yeah. I really like these units. I think they were cool. Let me remove the D row, because I don't need that. Turns out I don't need it. So yeah. Yeah, I kept that there just in case maybe something struck me as necessary, but no. Okay, but yeah. I think I'm going to sort of look at where I've placed everyone and I'm gonna get back with, I'm gonna get back with where I, am about that. Okay, so yeah, I didn't really make any changes because I was thinking about it. I was like, well, who would I want to move? And in general, I think I'm pretty happy with how I placed everyone. I mean, there's not really anyone who I would want to move anywhere in specific. I kind of just like it how it is. So yeah, I think that kind of just finishes this off. Of course, this is how I feel for now. Obviously, feelings are gonna change later, but yeah, this is how I felt during Path of Radiance. So yeah, I'll be doing a Radiant Dawn one very soon after this. So you'll be seeing that later. But until then, thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Appreciate each and every one of you. So yeah. All right. Goodbye. Bye bye. Au revoir. Aloha. Bye, party people. Bye bye. Bye bye. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Buenas noches. Buenas tardes. Buenos días. Adios. Aloha. Ciao. Sayonara. Arrivederci. There are other ones. Auf Wiedersehen. Buonasera. Buongiorno. Bye bye. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye.